Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I have an Ed Gamble reaction video for you. And I don't know much about Ed Gamble. All I know is of what I've seen him on Mock the Week. I don't think I've actually seen this man from anywhere else other than Mock the Week. I don't remember seeing him on anything like Cats Does Countdown or anything like that. So I know that he's been funny from what I've seen of him at times, but that's usually like scenes we'd like to see. I don't know how funny he would actually be doing stand-up comedy. So I'm I'm intrigued. I'm looking forward to this. That I always like to watch stand-up comedians that I haven't seen before, and I always hope that I'd find a stand-up comedian that can give me the big belly laughs and that I'm always looking for. That not all of them do, not all of them do, but I'm hoping that Ed Gamble can do that. And like I mean it in the sense that I've seen him on Mock the Week, but I haven't seen him do stand-up. So I have high expectations for this, but. We'll see. We'll see. If there's any other comedians you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below. And if you are an Ed Gamble fan and there's any other scenes that any other like stand-up shows that you'd want me to react to of his, let me also know in the comments down below. And let's get into this first video. I'm messing up my words. I should have rehearsed.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Good. It's a nice, happy crowd. That's what I like to see. I'm not the happiest of people. In the last 3 years, I've become a slightly more unhappy person. I made a big mistake. 3 years ago, I lost 6 stone in weight. Now, you're not impressed. That's correct. That is the correct... No, you're correct. That is the correct response, because I'm a way more unhappy person now. I thought I'd be happier. I thought health equals happiness. Turns out that is not true. The happiest moments of my life were just me sat on the sofa in my pants laughing through a mouthful of cake. Way happier then. And I was a good fat man. I was a good one. Should never have given it up. I was a fun one. I wasn't like, oh God, I'm so sad, I'm so fat. I was a good fun one. I was a Hawaiian shirt at parties kind of fat man. I'm a more worried person now. I'm like, am I eating the right thing? Am I exercising enough? I went for a run the other day. I accidentally swallowed a fly. I had to Google how many calories is a fly.
We've all been through that. We've all been through them phases. That well, probably not all of us. That there's some programs out there that the wife watches. I know for a fact it's not all of us, but I go through phases. Like I'm a fat man now. I'm not really big all over. It's just mainly like I've got a big gut, and I go through like when I gave up smoking a couple of years ago, I went through like healthy eating gym phase, and I lost a lot of weight, and I started to get in really good shape. And then in the end, I thought like this is boring. I'm going to go for the chocolate and the cake and everything else. So I kind of went back to that, and now I've got in Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's do a dime cake. Oh, it's lovely. I'm going through a phase of eating that dime cake at the moment. Yeah, that's something that. Like I will go up and down, up and down. Like now I cycle to work, so I cycle probably 10 miles a day for work, and then I'm on my feet a lot in work, and when I'm at home I'm dealing with the kids and everything else around the house and things like that. So I get a lot of exercise. I think if I was to change my diet and eat a better diet, I could get into shape very quickly, because even like I've got a weights bench in the shed out in the garden and things like that, so I could go out there and do weights and everything, but who's got the time? It will come to a point where I'll think to myself that I need to go and exercise, but at the moment, nah.
Weirdly, I feel like a fat guy who is now undercover as a thin person. I've been sort of sent in from the fat person community in to see what the thin people are doing, see what those crazy guys are up to, and then just feed the information back to the fat people. You've got to feed it back. Anything you feed back, they hoover it up. They absolutely love it. They love it. So I'm in there going, what are these guys up to? What are these thin guys doing? Well, that's interesting. One of them's got a packed lunch, and he's actually eating it at lunchtime. That is bizarre. He hasn't just made it in the morning and had it on the tube on the way to work.
I've done that.
What discipline these people have.
I've done that.
They're talking about something called leftovers. Leftovers. I've never heard of that. That's incredible. They're asking each other about their love lives. I have never seen that before. Because you won't know this if you've been thin all your life. You have never asked a fat person how their love life is. Because you are terrified that their answer is going to be so bleak, it'll ruin your fucking day. No one ever asked me how my love life was when I was fat. They were scared I was going to turn around and go, well, I draw faces on melons to practice kissing. Why, donuts is my wife. Like I say, I lead a more structured life now. I quite like that. I quite like the structure. I quite like the rules. That's what I enjoy. You know, I like rules. Now, it's a weird thing to say. What I quite enjoy are the rules in the general public. They're not necessarily written down anywhere, but everyone follows them anyway. If there's a lot of hustle and bustle on a busy street, a lot of people walking in one direction, a lot of people walking in another direction, you might bump into someone, they might bump into you. That's normal, it happens, it's no one's fault. But what you do in that situation is you create the blame, and then you share it. Sorry. It's nice, isn't it? There's no blame, but you create it. Sorry. It's nice. Just a little social lubricant helps everyone get... Sorry. It's nice. What is genuinely infuriating is when one person takes the time to apologise, and that is always me, and then the other person does not apologise back, because then 100% you are legally to blame in that scenario. This happened to me the other day, and my reaction has made me realise what sort of person I've become. I bumped into someone, they bumped into me. Over my shoulder, I said, sorry, nothing from them. So I shouted back, apology retracted!
I was actually speaking to someone in work the other day. She is from Nepal. I think a Family Guy then. Like, what was she called? It looks like a nipple. Nepal. Sorry. But I was speaking to someone, and she said, like, it's incredible that, like, from what she's seen in the UK, like, with British people, they're very apologetic. Like, even if they've not done anything wrong, they'll say sorry. And it's true that, like, she said that, like, back home, like, even down to, like, a lot of, like, the please and thank yous and things like that, she's like, please is not in their vocabulary and things. That, yeah, it was quite amazing, like, to hear how it was in a different country compared to, like, what she's seen here.
A lot of men worried that they're turning into their fathers. I'm worried I've become my great-great-grandfather. There's something about following the rules that apparently makes you a coward. Don't know if you know this. Apparently you're a coward if you like following the rules, if you like sticking to the law. My friend actually called me a pussy the other day. He called me a pussy to my face because of this. Now, I agree with the sentiment. That's fine. Like, I am a coward. We've established that. But I don't think we should be using that word in that scenario. Because when you use that word in that scenario, what you are saying is I think you're so cowardly, I think you're so weak-willed, I think you are so oversensitive that I feel justified in comparing you to the vagina. Now that is very unfair on the vagina. There is nothing cowardly about that thing. That pushes humans out of it. That has to deal with decades of awkward men clumsily pouring away at it. Like a bear cub on a beehive. It's not cowardly, is it? Words I would use to describe that: hardy, rugged. It's the biological equivalent of a Timberland boot. And what do we use when we want to talk about bravery? What genitalia do we use? The balls. I say they've got balls. They've got big balls. They are covered in balls. I've made that one up. That is a phrase I have made up. But that's completely wrong, isn't it? We need to flip those definitions. Because I can only speak for my own balls, but they shy away from any sign of danger. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be a dangerous situation. It can just be a slightly cold bath. I think the temp's about ready for splashdown. The balls have got a very different idea. I'm headed down to the water's edge. They're just going, what the fuck does he think he's doing? I've got no idea. Just get the bag. Get the bag. Keep getting the bag. Right, really get that right now. Fold it. Start folding it. As many folds as you can manage. Really pack it in, sort of like a fleshy Venetian blind. It's really a sort of thick rubber consistency, that's what we're looking for. Riffle it, that's the word, riffle it. Like a skin croupier, let's do it. Pack it in, right, we're done, 3, 2, 1. But they don't stay up there, do they? 10 minutes later, they're out. Oh, wonder what's happening out here now. Better check that all's quiet on the Western Front. They never learn. They're like the robbers from Home Alone. In that one is a lot hairier than the other one. So we need to flip the definitions. We're going to do it tonight. After this show, we're going to flip the definitions. Here's how we're going to do it. So balls now means coward. You got balls, you're a coward. You got big balls, you're a big coward. You're covered in balls, still not a thing. That is still just something. I have invented. Pussy now means someone who's been through a hard time and they've come out the other side unscathed. Soldiers returning from war, they're the new pussies. Here's how we're going to do it. After this show, we're all going to get on our Twitter accounts, #PussySoldiers. That's what we're going to put. I don't want you to explain it other than that, just simply the tweet. No context, I just want #PussySoldiers. And we'll see how the British public react. And then tomorrow, we're all going to go down to where they're coming back from war, back at the docks. They're all coming back from off the big war ship. Aren't they on the bit? They're all on the ship. They're all coming back from the wars in the foreign lands where the wars are at the moment.
You ain't got a clue.
Westeros, wherever it's happening. And we'll be waiting there going, welcome home, pussies! No, don't be angry, put your guns down. We've changed the meaning of the word since you've been away. Do you not get Twitter on HMS Bomb? Pussy, no, it's a different word now. We have prepared for you a pussy parade. And no, that is not a poppy. Look closer. Guys, you've been absolutely lovely.
Oh, that finished quickly. I don't know. I'm on the fence. There was some funny parts in that, but I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one. It was okay. It wasn't the best comedy that I've seen. It wasn't the best stand-up comedy that I've seen. And then even at the end of that, when Joe Wilkinson popped up, like straight away I was thinking, oh, I'd rather be watching Joe Wilkinson do stand-up. I don't know. It's not that he wasn't funny because he made me laugh, but I don't know. It's like you watch some comedians like Lee Evans, Roy Chubby Brown, or Jim Davison, and Joe Coy, and there's Eddie Murphy. Like, there's so many comedians out there that I watch that have me like rolling around on the floor laughing. And yeah, it's just hard with like watching new comedians, especially with the fact that like they could have so much content out there, and I could be picking the wrong videos. So yeah, that's where you come in. If you are a fan of Ed Gamble, and there's any other Ed Gamble videos that you want me to react to that you think are a lot funnier than this one, then please do let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Be kind. And I will see you in the next one.